Now I'm lynching, motherfucker.
What up, kid?
OG, what up, OG? How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Chilling.
Got it working over there, huh?
No doubt. This is the Carrying the Culture show with the legend, triple OG, King T. Thank you very much for joining us, man. Really appreciate it.
No doubt.
Really appreciate you. So, we got a lot of things to cover. A few things here. If you guys want to ask questions, please use the questions feature right there with the questions mark. That way I can put it up and then everybody can see it. Also, if you guys get crazy with the comments, that shit is mind-boggling and drives me crazy. And if you knew King T and his sister braided your hair when y'all grew up, save that shit for later because it throws everything off. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we getting wild in the comments. So
yeah, it's good. It's good.
Again, thanks, man. I appreciate you very much. Big fan
No doubt.
for a long time. I was 11 when Act the Fool came out. And
shut the front door.
And so when I seen this cat on that was kind of unheard of. This cat on the album cover with a shotgun, and then what I'm saying, anybody that says that music doesn't make an impression, they lying, because I was like, yo, and then that 88,
right,
that whole time. So
right.
So yo, let's get into it. Early shit, because you got a lot of history here. So early shit, you were a DJ first, right?
Yes. Yeah, I always wanted to be a DJ, even if it was just talking on the mic at a radio station or whatever. But once I got a glimpse of, especially the West Coast DJs like Joe Cooley, Bobcat, DJ Pool, and them cats, you know what I'm saying, Egyptian Lover, even Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying, it was over. I had to get on the turntable.
So you were doing not competitions. You were doing like shows and stuff. Like what's the kids jam stuff about?
Well, yeah, me and my mom moved down to Houston. I think I was about 13, 14. She wanted to get me out of the California period, just try something new. So we went down to Houston. It was, you got to realize, a kid coming from Cali and going to Texas, it's like it was kind of slow down there, you know what I'm saying? So I just took the things that I watched the DJs do down here in LA, and I was doing it out there. But I was like 15 years old, and just got lucky, ended up on up at Texas Southern University trying to get on, and
as a 15-year-old.
Yeah. And didn't even know it was a show called Kids Jam that came on Saturdays. I was up there at night with this kid named Rasta Clem. They used to do the Friday night jams or Saturday night. I was just up there hanging with him, and then the program director of the college station ended up giving me a chance, let me get on the turntables, and that's how the Kids Jam thing came along with Jazzy Red, Lester Pace, Michael Mitchell, even Tammy McCall, all that, Tammy Mack.
Tammy Mack.
Yeah.
So how long were you out there for in Texas?
Well, I was out there for a year, I'm gonna say a year and a half before I started getting in trouble because I didn't want to go to school, and just being a kid, and ended up at Harris County Youth Village. And then my mom ended up coming back home, so I was down there by myself, you know what I'm saying? So it was crazy.
So you was cutting up a little bit. I mean,
yeah.
Because I saw some shit that you was running around like at a young age with the hammer on you, like.
Well, I was skinny, I was very just lightweight, you know what I'm saying? So I had to keep the blammer on me. Just, I wouldn't hit nobody with it. I just shoot it in the air, make kids run,
That's that LA shit. I can't even fucking. It's like I was skinny, so I just had to keep the gas.
Yeah, man. I didn't really have my squabble right. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to get into that for a minute, man, on some real shit, because LA's a different vibe. I used to live out there for a minute. I got family out there, and I grew up mostly on the East Coast. it's different. The vibe is different. And I've talked to a lot of MCs from out there, like
Yeah.
particularly in the LA area. Can you help me explain to me like the ongoing tension between blacks and Mexicans out there in that area? Like, because being on the East Coast, it's not like that for the most
Yeah,
part.
it's,
Like, you
it's
know what I mean? I
different.
grew up with Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, all that, but like out there, it's like some serious tension. I don't know how it is now, but you know what I'm saying? And
Well, yeah, we definitely we're trying to piece it up and bring it all together, this black and brown thing. But it started mostly with prison politics and things like that, you know. So I grew up with you know, in the same projects with Mexicans. We was like family, you know what I'm saying? We didn't even know about, you know, the politics. When you go to jail, you can't really communicate with them and all that, you know what I'm saying? But out on the street, this was like my brother, you know what I'm saying? So we're just trying to numb that down, you know what I'm saying, and bring it together, especially now in this climate, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, that's because that's some crazy shit. I can it's always something that's like mind boggling to me.
Yeah, it's coming together. See, on the East, it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Puerto Ricans and you know what I'm saying?
It's all because we all realize we all getting shit on out here. So you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I think it's like when everybody black and brown realize, yo, we getting shit on equally. It's like, yo, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's
so
coming to that too. You know what I'm saying? We seeing it.
now that's what's up. So you went back. So you were only in Texas for a minute. You went back to Cali, right? This was
Well, yeah, like I said, my mom, I was locked up, and she just had enough, and she was ready to come back. We actually moved down there. She met a guy, you know what I'm saying? They thought they were in love. It didn't work out. So when I'm down there messing up, she moves back to Cali, but I gotta finish some shit down there, you know. And you gotta realize it was a youth village. It was like a camp. So every time they take us on a little trip, I'm gone. I'm running, and they usually knew where to find me that weekend on Saturday. I'm up at the radio station on the turntables. They come get me after the show, you know.
oh
But
shit.
they did that about 2 or 3 times, and eventually sent me back to Cali. They didn't want us because if I would have kept running from that camp, they would have sent me to a real prison. You know what I'm saying? But they knew I was down there by myself, and they saw what I was trying to do, and they just sent me home, man. They just sent me back to Cali. I had to come back here and live with my grandmother in Pacoima, and that's where it all happened. I ran into my guy Scotty D, who was who's originally from Compton, and then I ended up. That's who put me on. That's what why that's why I'm from Compton to this day because
So
of him.
let's go back for a minute. You moved back to Cali, and then I think you said you proceeded to get kicked out of every high school in the LA County.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
went to Carver. I got kicked out of there. I went to John Muir. Got kicked out of there. Then I had to move with my dad in Inglewood. Oh man, it was crazy out there, and that's how I ended up with my grandmother in Pacoima, which was more crazier. But that's where all the blessings started, you know.
so let's go back. You in high school, and I know that like LA is like it's about the hoods where you from. So like if you in different high schools moving around, what was that like for you? Like adjusting like who this nigga like type shit. You know what I mean?
I keep it 100. I wasn't really, me and my mom moved all around Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying? From Pacoima to LA to La Cienega to Compton and I wasn't really on no gang banging thing, you know what I'm saying? I did things to, you know, how we are when we kids, you know what I'm
Of course.
saying? You want to show your peers you about that life and all that. So I did some stupid things, but I got put on and shit. You know, it's been on ever since. I mean, Compton cut me my first check. So I got it tattooed on, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't never went wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? It's always been Compton. But I gotta have love for Pacoima because that's where my grandmother and my family is from Pacoima. My sisters and my brother are originally from Inglewood. And you know, it's just all it's a Cali thing, it's a LA thing, baby. But you know, this is hub.
Yeah. Yo, so because when I was little, I lived in Hawthorne, and I lived in Inglewood. And
Yeah,
the time
I lived in
I was like
Hawthorne too.
I was like 4 or 5. So where I mean, for real, I never. Where is Pacoima in relation to like Hawthorne?
Pacoima is San Fernando Valley. That's all
Okay.
Van Nuys, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. Yeah, my mom used to work out in Van Nuys. I used to always hear that. So I was like, okay.
Fillmore, all that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Foothill Division. That's
Right. Yeah.
Roger
LA County
King.
is diesel, man. It's big out there, yo. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a lot of it's big as fuck out there. So all right. So let's get to Scotty D. I heard Scotty D was like motherfucking Dapper Dan of like Compton type
Right.
shit. So what's the
Yeah.
deal?
That you know me. Like I said, having to move with my grandmother in Pacoima. Me ditching school again, not trying to go to school. I just walked in and bumped into this little sweatsuit shop. It was called the Feeler Shop back then. You know, and I'm looking through. It wasn't open yet, but I'm looking through the windows, and I could see in the back. It's just two turntables just sitting there with like a spotlight on them, like God sent me there. You know what I'm saying?
The Holy Grail and shit.
Woo! Right. Yo, and I just sat there till somebody came, and it was Scotty. And I told him who I was. I actually like the weekend before I went and saw Bobcat and Wildcat spin at the skating ring in the valley out here. So I met Bobcat, and he dug my style and shit like that. But when I met Scotty, I lied and told him, yo, I'm from Uncle Jam's Army, man. You know, I'm a young prodigy, man. You gotta check me out on turf. Not knowing Scotty already, he was already down with Uncle Jam's Army. Bobcat, DJ Poole was one of his best friends. Roger Clayton was his best friend, so he laughed. He didn't say nothing. He watched me get down on the turntable. He said, kid, you nice, you know what I'm saying? Stick around. You know what I'm saying? And from then on in, I've just been down with the Feeler Shop crew. Didn't have a King T name yet. That's when DJ Pooh came along. And, he really didn't like me. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Pooh didn't like you.
Nah, he just was. I wouldn't say he didn't like me. He just wasn't digging me. I don't know if it was because the competition on the turntables or what have you or whatever. Or another dude in the crew trying to be a DJ and all that. But he came around when. Like, because when Pooh get on the turntables, I would jump on the mic and spit some old Wild Style rhymes I saw on Wild Style or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And Pooh was like, yo, you need to stick with the mic. And that's where I got the name King T from, DJ Pooh.
Wow. So he wasn't fucking with you at first, but then he heard you on that fucking jack.
I was on his ass on them turntables,
Big up DJ Pooh, legendary.
Yeah, big up DJ. But a lot of DJs came along. Come on, man. DJ Aladdin. Once Aladdin came, and man, it was over. And Aladdin was just killing shit.
How old were you at this time?
I think I was like 16 years old.
Is Pooh older than you?
Yes, about a year or two.
So he like, yo, who this young nigga coming in here like?
Exactly. This young, scrawny, bummy looking ass motherfucker. Man, this nigga came. But,
Yo, the shop was in Pacoima or in Compton?
In Pacoima, right on the corner of Glen Oaks and Van Nuys. They used to call it the Arco. It was at an Arco. It was a plaza and an Arco gas station. But, it was lit every weekend. You know what I'm saying? It had that whole lot packed. We was doing mixtapes, doing shows and everything. Yeah.
All right. So then you kind of rocking with these cats now. Were you still like running around doing the street shit, or by this time are you like
No, the
seriously?
street shit hadn't began yet.
Oh shit, the real street shit hadn't began yet.
Nah.
Oh, so you were
Nah,
just fucking around. That was some teaser shit
that's
before.
once once Compton came along,
That was some teaser shit before.
right, right. You know what I'm saying? Scotty had a cousin named Big Pete. He's resting in peace right now. And he just took me under his wing. He worked in the feeler shop, and he wouldn't let nobody mess with me. Like I'm saying, I'm like 80 pounds, skinny, with a little blue Kango with Tila on the side and all that. You know what I'm saying? But he put me down. You know what I'm saying? Him and Scotty, they protected me, and man, that's why I had to put the Compton on my back.
So, all right. So now, what you mean the street shit hadn't began yet? You rocking with cats, you rhyming and shit. So,
Well, it was like I had some things. I had to pay some dues. You know what I'm saying? So you got to realize that when I got back from Texas, I'm still a little 13, 15-year-old, and don't want to go to school. And there was a whole bunch of things on why I didn't want to go to school. It was boring. I was insecure about a lot of things and didn't have the right clothes, didn't have no money, you know what I'm saying? And music was all I knew, you know what I'm saying? I just rather do that, So once like Scotty and Pete and everybody started, you're gonna be from Compton. You from Compton, you represent Compton, but it's things you gotta go through to so I had to go on a couple of missions, and then that takes a hold of you. You get addicted to that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be a badass in the street, and you rapping about it and all that. You know what I'm saying? So you want to do some things so you can rap about it, and it became stupid, and that's why I kind of shy. Like I had that shit was cool, but I was more into. I wanted girls. I wanted to party, a lot of titties and all that. You
shit.
know what I'm saying? We want to party. And by this time, Easy is around with Cube and NWA, and we're all good friends. We started and we're using each other's equipment. We're working in the same studio.
So there was no beef or animosity with like.
Never. We all started together. It was family. We used to knock on Sir Jink's mom's window early in the morning trying to get the SP 1200, and his mom comes to the door and Dre is knocked out, sleep. You know what I'm saying? It was love like that. Big family, man. Still to this day.
Damn. So all right. So it was all love. So there was nothing going on.
I just don't want to. I don't want to get off on all the little tough shit I tried to do. You know what I'm saying? I think every young rapper is going through it, trying to come get through that, and I just want to glorify that. But boy, you gotta pay them dues, man, and that's why the younglings out here doing the stupid shit. And putting it on Instagram and all that, you know what I'm saying? They trying to prove themselves, but you don't have to do that these days, you know what I'm saying? Go make you one of them mumble motherfucking joints that you hate.
Don't get me started, nigga.
That you hate, and go get your money, bro. That's it, man. It's out there.
No, I appreciate you keeping it real with us about that, though. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? It's certainly not to be glorified, but it's part of the King T's story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
That's what led you to like walking around with a fucking big ass gat on the first album. You know what I mean? Like,
so I was blessed to get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah. So talk about the licks. I mean, in terms of how you linked up with them and shit.
That's all the Feeler Shop. Like I said, once the crew was formed at the Feeler Shop boys, we created a crew Scotty created a crew called Total Control, which was me, DJ Pooh, J-Roll from the Alcoholics, his cousin Scotty D, that's resting in peace. It was a couple of, dancers and all that type of, and Scotty, created this crew because we would open up at all the Uncle Jam's Army parties out here on the West Coast. Like when Houdini or Run DMC, Beastie Boys, Dana Dane, Real Roxanne, and Whistle, we were open for them. You know what I'm saying? Doing we had a song called "Do the Buckwheat." You know what I'm saying? We dancing like buckwheat. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
stupid shit. But that's where it all started. And J-Ro, once the King T thing was created, J-Ro was like my hype man when we went on the road and doing shows and things like that. And he introduced me to E Swift because I needed a DJ. Because Pooh was off producing LL and Ice Cube, shit like that. So I needed a DJ, and that's where E Swift came. E Swift bought Tash from his hometown, Ohio. And they had a little situation going on with Herb Alpert's A&M, where they call themselves ESP, Everyday Street Poets. And me and Pooh was just sitting around and said, we got to get our crew shit tight because this is the time when everybody had their crews and putting their crew on, like Terror Squad, Lynch Mob, and we made a decision from, I think it was the Daily Chronics or the Alcoholics. We chose the Alcoholics, and J-Ro was the first and next in line, and let's do it. He put E Swift and Tash on, and there it is, the Licks. And from there, we created the Liquid Crew, which brought the Far Ride, Montage, Feel the Agony, and your boy Exhibit.
Word,
Yeah.
word. That's what's up. So, yo, but you, big up J-Ro because we actually interviewed him about a month ago. So big up J-Ro Alcoholics.
Yeah.
But you were DJing for him at one point though, right?
Well, yeah. Well, total control because we would switch. Me and Pooh would switch DJing and all that, and we didn't really have no identity yet. We was trying to figure it out still when we was the Total Control crew. So I would jump on the turntables and J-Ro would rhyme, and it was with whatever with me. But then Scotty took me and Pooh and met up with Uncle Jam's Army, Roger Clayton, and he took us to DJ Unknown, which he had the label Techno Hop, which put out Ice-T and Compton's Most Wanted. And, so we went and paid our dues over there, too, and put out the first single, Payback Some Mother, and then the Coolest and You Better Bring a Gun on Techno Hop. And that's what set it off right there.
Yeah, because E Swift is on, what was it? He's on, what's he on? At Your Own Risk? No, it's on the, he's on,
At Your Own Risk.
Yeah. He gets Swift, you know what I'm saying? That's what, so he's big up. He's been around for a minute, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
man.
Important. That's important to know because like we hear about cats when they drop, but it's like they were also doing shit before, like you know what I mean, like way before that. The dropping is what we see.
Yeah, no doubt, man. That's my boy E Swift.
Yeah, big up E Swift, big up Alcoholics. So, all right. Yo, I gotta ask you because I heard this shit and I'm curious about this. Did you
go ahead, man? Go ahead.
Did you get in a fight with Pac?
Not really.
No?
Not really. I was feeling a little tipsy, feeling a little good, and me and Pac were the best of friends. You know what I'm saying? We've never had any problems or that. And this, I was just a little drunk and I did something I shouldn't. And then I, ran up on him and somebody dope feed me from behind. It wasn't him. We never touched each other, nothing like that. But one of his, goons stuck me and I was out. You know what I'm saying? But in the next couple of days, we got it squashed, you know what I'm saying? And went met up, and it was all started because every time I used to go to New York, I was with Pac. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Pac was my boy. Loved him to death. And it was, I just wish that would have never happened. But that's them days when niggas was trying to prove things that he didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? So.
Of course. Yo, so let's get into that you and the New York shit, man, because it's interesting that you got a lot of love out there. You were out there a lot, and like, you know what I'm saying, Marley did the famous remix, you know what I'm saying, for the
Yeah.
fucking that shit's fucking fire.
Yeah.
Everybody think that's the Rap City joint, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, this
It
is
is. It is
it
actually.
is, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, yo, this cat spit over that shit. So during that East Coast, like West Coast, like beef, like where were you? Like, what was your shit about?
Out the way, man. I
He
had
was
so
always out.
many.
He was in New York a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I fuck with so many people from the East Coast. It was like I had to, even Biggie. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, and I hate thinking this and saying this, but if I would have been there, if I'd have been around him, or if I would have knew he was it's just like, yo. But I can't say, you know what I'm saying? But that was my man. Pac was my man too, but Biggie was my man. Every time I went to New York, got love. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them like Kane and TR from Ultra Magnetic and all. These are my people. Craig G, Pudgy the Fat Bastard, all that. You know what I'm saying? He come fuck with me, But Big was my man. You know.
So talk about that influence, man. You know what I'm saying? It's well known that, like, you were one of his favorite cats. Like the influence is there. Like when I listened to your earlier shit, I listened to a lot of your shit, and then you listen to Big, you're like, yeah, I can see where that came from. Like were you doing joints?
I
Like, were
think
you
I
guys?
think it I think it's been blown out of proportion.
Oh,
Really,
really?
um, Big had his own lane, smooth. I've watched him go from one thing to another. I've watched him, find himself. You know what I'm saying, and just roll with it. And I think I doted on him more. You know what I'm saying. I don't think people say that I influenced. I think we influenced each other. I'm gonna just leave it there. You know what I'm saying. And yeah, I'm gonna just leave it there.
I mean,
I
were you
see
guys
all I
rap? Were
see
you
all
guys
the
rhyming?
things.
Were you guys like rhyming together? Like, I mean, because there's
No,
are there
we never been in the studio together. Nothing.
right.
We just fucked with each other. You know what I'm
Just fuck.
saying.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, and
Just
we
a
mess with the
mutual
same.
respect. Just a mutual
Yeah,
respect.
we mess with the same producers though. Like this, love the same beats and been in the studio with the same producers. So we had similar styles. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was, man.
No, I mean, but it's all good. The influence is there. I mean, I can like it's or whatever it is. I mean, like it's not about biting or nothing. I mean, it's
Right, right.
Big definitely had his own shit. It's just that you can there's always an origin to
No doubt.
something, and there's no problem in, you know what I'm
I
saying.
watched him. I watched him go from bullshit and party to Big Papa. Them are two totally different things.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So there's always an origin. You know what I'm saying? So it's just interesting to see that the origin, origin came from Compton, California. You know what I mean?
Right.
In terms of a lot of that shit. You know what I mean?
I think he listened to Dog as well, Snoop Dogg. And Big couldn't sound like Snoop, so he took what he could and made it his. I think we all do that. I think we all do that.
Right. No, of course. Yo, let's talk a little bit about the Ice-T influence. I mean, like I heard he bought you a car. That's your man. Like, I mean, like mentor type shit.
Hey,
Look,
that
what's
was
good?
it. So I mean, after, like I said, when we did when Scotty took me to Techno Hop, of course, Ice-T was like the first dude to blow on Techno Hop with
With the
Don't Quit and 6 in the Morning and all that. Yeah. So it was an honor, and then you know, we did them 2 singles on Techno Hop. Then we did something totally independent with my man Greg Mack from 1580, 1580K Day. We did a single with him called Bass, produced by Bobcat and Pooh. And that's what actually made Ice and his whole management team, Ron Syndicate, they came, grabbed the nigga up and went and got me the deal at Capitol Records. And then got me the apartment right next door to him in Hollywood.
Word.
Then got me the Benzo, right? Like, so
Word.
Ice is my godfather, man. It's like, yo, you can't say nothing bad about that dude because we gonna come get you. That's when I had to show, that side again. You know what I'm saying? Leave Ice alone, man. That's Pops.
That's the OG.
Yeah, really, really.
So you excuse me, yeah. So fucking Ice-T. And the thing is, people don't realize that, like, yo, he's been a part of this shit for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
One of the first ones, he was out there with Too Short. He was banging when Too Short was banging and all. You know what I'm saying? These guys started the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's on the B-boy shit. I mean, like,
yeah.
he's like, you know what I'm saying?
Real B-boy shit. Yeah.
Real
Zulu
B-boy
Nation. Shit. This is who introduced me to all this. You know what I'm saying? He bought the Spin Masters around Henji and Evil E and Africa Islam, Africa Bambaataa, and all, Prince Whip and Grandmaster Cass. And these is how I met these dudes, you know what I'm saying, through Ice.
So when was this, like, in the timeline, man? Because, you chilling with, like, Pooh and all these cats, but when did Ice come into the picture?
Ice came, like, after well, when I did the first 2 singles on Techno Hop, Ice took me on a European tour. I think I was 16 years old, man, in Europe, just acting the ass. And Ice really took a liking to me, man. So, like I said, Ron Syndicate, they really went in for me, as a whole team, like, and, we put the Bass single out with Greg Mack and used it as a demo, and Ron Syndicate went and got the deal at Capitol. And since then, so that was like 87, 88. So I've been with Ice since then. You know what I'm saying?
Big
Still,
up Ice-T. Yeah, he's a big influence for me in terms of just his music was, like, showed a lot of range. You know what I mean? From the early shit.
Heard he's nominated for a Grammy too right now. Yeah. For Body Count.
The Body Count shit. I mean, like, mad range. You know what I'm saying? Big up. He's a fucking real. You know what I'm saying?
G, man, he's a G. What he hating to say it. This nigga is a G, man.
Yeah. Big up Ice-T. Let's see what questions we got. You see that? Are we ever
going to get a collective Liquid Crew project?
Right.
Hey, that's a good question. Y'all should send that question to Exhibit. He gonna be hot at me for that. Send that to Exhibit.
Everybody bang on Exhibit's fucking IG and just blow that nigga up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, but seriously though, man, it's one of my dreams, one of my goals, and I guess it won't be done if it can't be done right. So we'll see.
Got you. What are you up to musically?
Nothing.
Nah.
No, I'm sitting and enjoying all the new cats coming out and
you chilling.
Yeah, just I'm enjoying all the new hip hop. Really,
Like, I got it. Let's talk about it.
Oh, you go.
Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. Listen, I
No,
know
everybody,
I know
yo,
my place.
I got
And
kids. Come
I
on,
know.
man. I got 6, 7, 8 children that you know. I gotta listen to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
The
you know
truth
what?
comes out.
I like it. I like the new generation, man. I ain't gonna front because before it was hip hop, still all I had was music. So I had electronic, you know, like I said, Egyptian Lover. I had to deal with, and the beat goes on clear, and well, nobody busting on that, but
What's
I
in your
love
phone
music,
right now? What's in your
huh?
phone? What's in your phone right now? What's in your phone?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. Who else?
Uh, damn, you gonna make me say it.
What's in the phone? You say what you gotta
Migos,
say. Listen,
Migos,
it's all love, man. I will never disrespect, man. I'm not a fucking
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion. We might have to cut this interview short. Yo, he's
Yo,
keeping
she's
it
blowing
a
my
buck.
car up right now. Yada 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 yada.
Keeping it a buck. He's relaxing in his retirement.
Man, yeah.
It's,
No, but I'm coming back. You know, I'm coming back. I'm gonna do one more. I'm working on I'm putting together a documentary book and with an album with it. It's gonna be my last hurrah. And if, like I said, if I can't do it the way I want to do it, you might not hear it. That means, and I'm gonna put this out here. If I can't get a song, do a song with Ice Cube, it might not happen.
it should happen. We should make that happen. You put
That's
it
all
into
I
the
want.
ether. You put
That's
it
all
into
I
the
want.
ether. So let's saying it's out there now.
Yeah.
So everybody heard
And
that
Dog
shit.
and Snoop Dogg. That's all I want, man.
And Snoop Dogg. But somebody, on some real shit, you gotta fucking tell him to write his own shit, at least for this one. All right. Hold on for a minute.
Shit.
Hold on, son. Let's see what the fucking we got a question. This is a quick one. I'll get this one.
Will your techno hop songs ever be on digital formats such as Apple? There, I think it's on. You got to check like Capitol Records. Snoop Dogg did a compilation on Capitol with a couple of the techno hop songs on it. I think that's it. Capitol owns the rights to all the techno hop shit. I think, unless Death Row does. I'm hearing all kind of shit, but yeah, you'll hear it. You'll hear it.
Word. Yo, talk about your time with Death Row, man, and Dre. Like, was Death Row really like fucking Death Row, like super crazy wild shit? Like, I mean, was it like
100%.
were you,
100%. And I was never signed to Death Row. I hung out with DJ Pooh. He produced a lot of hits over there for Death Row.
right?
I've been through there a couple of times with Pac and all that, but yeah, it was definitely going up over there.
Word.
Yeah, ain't no lies about that.
Like Cats was just
Well, you know, they knew who to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? If you came in there 65 looking, you know what I'm saying? This is Death Row. This is, nigga, you get slapped. Say the wrong thing, you might get slapped. And I'm not putting everything on Suge. It was multiple big G's through there. You know what I'm saying? So you just had to represent. You tough, right?
oh yeah, you eat the munchos. You tough, right? You
Right.
niggas get killed every day, B. Like,
Right. Welcome to Death Row.
word. Talk about a toxic work environment. God damn.
Yeah, very, very, very.
Like,
But I didn't have to work, so I'm just hanging
we were
out.
just chilling. We got large bro. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So you up in Death Row, like fucking chilling, watching motherfuckers get stomped out at work and shit. That's it.
I didn't witness nothing. I heard just like y'all heard.
Yeah, I got you. I understand. Yo, real
And
quick question.
they showed DJ Pooh so much respect. He was a king over there. So, you know, it was nothing but love, you know.
Got you. Got you. Yo, so talk a little bit about Liquid Radio. Quick question. Do you run Liquid Radio page?
At
Is that
this
you?
moment, yeah.
That's you. Okay. I thought so, but I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah,
So
you my man. You keep me alive too, man, like a motherfucker.
I appreciate all the reposts, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
man, yeah.
you know what I'm
It's just
saying?
I'm trying to get it together where, you know, it'll run like a fluid real radio station, but nothing but what we did, what we fuck with, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's hard, you know.
I know I was a part of a radio station for a minute. Yeah.
So I'm taking my time with it, you know. I'm working with my brother Exhibit on other things too, his cannabis companies and things like that. So, you know, we're doing it, man. We're blessed and you know, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, that like in 2020, it's like the little things matter. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
waking up
A lot of
fucking matters. You know
A
what I
lot of my
mean?
friends are gone, and a lot of my family is gone right now. Especially this year, it's like crazy. So you know, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I was speaking of Exhibit. He got that fucking I seen him bang on that fucking napalm grenade shit.
Oh yeah,
His head
yeah,
almost fucking exploded, yo. That shit was crazy.
yeah, yeah. That's what this is right here. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what.
napalm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish we could get them shits out here, man. Fucking.
Hey, we're gonna work it out. We're gonna
Yeah,
work that out. We'll be
yeah,
in New
bro.
York soon. You know what I'm saying?
Brother's gonna work it out.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Got another question real quick, and then we're gonna. Oh, here's an interesting question. Favorite album cover of yours? You've had some interesting. I like your album covers. Favorite album cover
Of mine?
of yeah.
Hmm.
And then tell me your favorite album that you've done.
Oh, of mine. My
Of
favorite
yours.
album cover was Act a Fool, of course.
Yeah,
My
I
favorite
probably
album never came out
which one was that?
with Aftermath, Dr. Dre.
Yeah, that one.
Thy Kingdom Come.
Yeah, people were talking about that in the questions. What I mean, what like that just
Eminem.
What you say, Eminem? Oh, Eminem. It was his time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I got you. I mean, I get it. I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
on a revenue generating level, I get it. Like,
Yeah, it's a business, you know. That's what motherfuckers gotta realize. It's a business. It's a
right.
fucking heartbreaking business.
The fast talking white kid. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, I get it.
M
Yeah.
can spit. Stop it.
No, M can spit. I would never say. I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying in terms of marketing.
Oh, no doubt.
That's pretty marketable. I mean, yo, M can spit. I mean, I'll never say that. I'm not a fool. You know what I'm saying? I don't rock with his music like that, but like in a battle, he's good money, man. I wouldn't put a lot of niggas up.
Oh, he'll kill niggas.
He'll fucking cut your head off. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck. But yeah, I mean, from a marketing standpoint, I'm saying like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. So we're gonna get
that's what I should have realized back then when I was on Aftermath. I should have understood that, but didn't have the knowledge back then. And you know what I'm saying? I wanted to jump ship, and that was the worst mistake I think I could have made. You know what I'm saying? So here I am.
Here you are, though, still holding it down. Liquid Radio, doing your thing with your baby's music in the phone.
Yeah. You gotta play it when they get in the car. I gotta have it ready.
OG, I get it. You know what I mean? I understand. Grandpops, King C. OG, I appreciate you. We're gonna get on out of here with this shit. This Marley Marl mix. Fucking Queens get the money right here. Fucking
40%.
Marley Marl.
Yeah, I ride, I wear nice 'cause
more minutes. How did you rock with Marley in terms of doing this mix?
Come on, man. You know the story. The whole fucking Liquid crew was created. You know, I'm just a Juice Crew fanatic. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to create a crew similar to that. I'm a Marley Marl fanatic since I was in Houston, because they used it was the CO that used to play mixtapes from New York on the little speakers, shower time. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we used to hear. That nigga used to,
Of course.
you know what?
Marley was that dude, and niggas sleep niggas because it was so long ago. Marley fucking Marley was that dude, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Marley
Him
was
and
that
Red
dude.
Alert though. Chuck Chill Out, all of you know.
Yes,
what I'm saying?
yeah, the whole that whole shit.
But that back then, that's all I wanted to hear was mixtapes from New York. Cause that, come on, man, I keep it 100. Back then, it was motherfuckers out here in Cali trying to sound like they was from New York, talking like they was from New York. You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm saying? You know, yo, trying to talk all proper like, oh, you from the East Coast? Nah.
Wow.
Niggas gonna hate that. But yo, I gotta
Yeah.
get out of here. I gotta pick my brother up from the airport.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you. It's all good. Thank you very much for your time. And that was good, man. I appreciate you. I'll tag you when
No
we post
doubt.
it up.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm
No
fucking
doubt.
with you.
All right. Be good.
No doubt.